Hired Farmer John. We're working on a John Deere 440 diesel. We just removed the tracks on it, which we have in some of our YouTube videos. You'll have to watch, see how we take the tracks off. We're removing the 6-way hydraulic blade. I'm just going to show you some of the pointers on removing the 6-way blade. There's U-bolt pivots that go in right on the center frame or the front frame. You can see the 2 holes there. They come down and they bolt. And then on the back you have a pin that sticks through. You have to take these 2 bolts out, and we actually pry these away from the frame. So you want to do that on both sides. Make sure all your hydraulic hoses are taken off. This one has 2 sets of valves, so on both sides you had to remove the valves, remove all the cross hoses. The 6-way blade, you're going to remove the cylinder for the tilt, and you got to tilt the blade up to get the bottom pin out, and that'll drop this off. We had to cut the center pin out because it was welded on the top to keep the pin in. So you want to get it off the ground. We use a bottle jack just to get it about level and push it off. And then you got to disconnect your in and out cylinders. Of course, we got the tracks also, we can get to everything. Same thing on this side. We remove the U-bolt. The U-bolts look like this. So those are the U-bolts. We'll make sure you get all that out. And then back on the back again, there you have this 2 bolts that go in, and you can see the pin under this one, and that goes on the top. That's what locks it in, so when you're pushing it, it pushes on that pin. What we're going to try to do, we haven't done before, we're going to try to just pull the tractor backwards. Usually we pick everything up in the front, but we got it in forward this time. So we're going to try to see if we can just hook the tractor up and pull it back from the back. So you ready to go, Larry? We'll try it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We're going to get on the backhoe, and we're going to pull on this thing. And Larry's going to hook it up, and we're going to see what happens. I got to turn the tractor on, so you're going to have a little noise. We're just going to pull it from the drawbar. That would be right this way. Hopefully what's going to happen is the drawbar is just going to, or the front blade will stay right to the ground, and we'll pull it straight out with the chassis, and we can get it and get it on the pallet. It's already sold, so it'll be moving. There's the track. We're going to take them off earlier. Maybe they have to come off to take the blade off. If you're wondering about taking the blade off, even if you have a manual blade, you do have to take the track off to get the frames out. So we're just going to look around the drawbar to pull this back. So see what happens. We're just going to go slow, take our time doing it. You ready, Larry? That didn't go good. Can't tell what it's doing. I'm waiting on Larry to tell me. Okay, so here comes Larry. We got the valves still hooked up. We're going to take them off. Hopefully just set them to the side. And then we'll disconnect them. I went oil, had oil, and you kind of watch it keep squirting. We're pulling it. You'll have to have somebody up front to just keep on until it works the blade away. That's what Larry's got. Checking everything, make sure we got everything. We did a boo-boo. He said we got 1 hose hooked up. Which you can do. There must be, not exaggerating, there's probably about 20 hoses down in there. Is the tractor moving back though, Larry? Is it moving back?
Yes, some, but not enough. I got 1 hose here I got to get off.
Okay. Do you need me to help you take some off, or you got it? Alright, so let's walk up here and we'll see. Larry says there's one hose still. You can see where we're pulling. And we've gone some already because it's past the plate, so we've moved it 4 or 5 inches. But there's one big hose going across that Larry forgot. Did you forget that, Larry?
No, I just didn't see it.
Alright. But we almost, I think we almost have this thing where to fall off. You can see the front. We got it about pulled off the bracket already. And this thing should just lay right on over. Larry, I think we may have to do this valve on this side. We may have to loosen this one on this. Looks like it's hitting the frame. This here. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I'm just going to move this one. Okay, that one's loose, so we should be good on this side. I think Larry just wanted me to get off the tractor and come help. There's a wrench right here, Larry. Is that the one you need? You can see there's a lot of hoses. The trick is going to be to put this on a pallet to ship it. And you have a trusty magnet when you're working on these because you're going to drop stuff in there you can't get to. You want me to hold it? Oh, there you go. You're on it. Yeah, you got to check and double check when you're doing these. A lot of times, you just forget stuff. It's so hidden in there. And we're trying to leave enough stuff on so the new owner of the blade will know where stuff goes. It slid out about 4 or 5 inches already, Larry. Well, this side came out further, it looks like.
See it?
You see where we had to cut the pin, got the blade all off. This side's already sitting on the ground, pretty much. So I think a few more tugs on this thing. I think we'll about have it. Do we need to pull that hose through this side? I'm gonna let you do it. You got your gloves on. I don't want to get grease because I'm filming. Very important part. And then the phone's ringing too. Imagine that. I'll have to call them back. All right. I think we're good. These look like they'll come out. All right. You ready for me to pull again?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think we're ready. All right. Let me pull on it. The whole what? Well, it's on the frame rails. I think it'll be all right, won't it? It'll just slide on there. Well, let's see if it'll slide. I hope it will. All right. Let me do the important job. Pull. Okay. All right. Let's start this thing back up and see what happens. It's going to be a short, long video. Larry, the big bar is right there. The big bar, you want the big bar? Okay. I got the signal to go forward. So we must have something caught in there. We'll push it forward. Yeah. Larry's working too hard driving today. I'm going to walk up here and I'll show you what everything looks like now that we've got it off, and then I need to be done with this video. We've made it sort of long. Okay, here's the frame. It's off. See, we just pulled it off. Let me move this frame out a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, there's the frame sitting there. And we managed to keep all the hoses pretty much intact. And when we ship it, we're going to leave a lot of the stuff intact so it'll be easier to put together. And just go with a little bit longer pallet. And the blade will go in the middle of it when we ship it. But anyhow, okay, that's the video. This took exactly, looks like about 15 minutes to remove the blade. But we had about, what do you say, an hour and a half taking stuff off, Larry?
2 hours.
About 2 hours taking tracks off and getting the blade.
It took about 2 hours on the track, and it took 3 hours on this.
Okay, about 3 hours. So
about 5-6 hours on taking it everything off.
Okay, so Larry said about 5 or 6 hours taking the blade and doing everything off, which we have the tools to do it. A lot of people may not have the tools to do this project, but we had our whole arsenal out here, the Bobcats and backhoe. So if you're going to do this, you might plan a day and a half taking it apart, especially if you're putting it back together. But anyhow, all right, Farmer John signing out. That's the video on taking the blades and tracks off.